Hello, friends. We are starting our very first guided reading lesson, and we are going to be reading Smells Like Thanksgiving. So if you haven't already, please pull up Reading A to Z and find your Smells Like Thanksgiving. And you can pause this video at any time, and if you don't have that up, go ahead and pause this and unpause whenever you have it up. All right, so we have 5 senses. What are our 5 senses? We can see, hear, smell, touch, and taste. And I'm sure you know at your age what those 5 senses are. And if you don't, you can pause to look up the definitions. And I want you to think about smell. Smell is a really important one. What do you smell? What do you smell at Thanksgiving? So go ahead and look at Smells Like Thanksgiving, the book. Look at the front and back covers. This is Smells Like Thanksgiving, written by Sarah Gushin and illustrated by Tracy Bishop. What do you see? What do you notice and wonder? What type of book is this? Is it fiction or nonfiction? What might it be about? Well, kiddos, engaged readers make connections between what they already know and new information they read. This is called connecting to prior knowledge. So let's read that title again. Smells Like Thanksgiving. Look at the cover and the title page of the story. Think about how you can connect what you already know to the pictures and the title. Thinking about what you already know helps you better understand and enjoy the story. What connections did you make? What's the difference between fiction and nonfiction? Well, fiction is made up of different parts called story elements. There are 2 important elements. They are characters and setting. Characters are the people or other animals in the story, and the setting tells where and when the story takes place. So, a story that we've read recently would be The Day the Crayons Quit, if you followed that read aloud. So the characters were the crayons and the little boy who owned them, and the setting was the crayon box at school. Let's look at the words to know page. That's right after the title page. Gravy, smell, stuffing, Thanksgiving, turkey, and yams. These words can be found in the story, and understanding the meaning of each word will help you better understand when you're reading. What do those words mean? If you don't know what the words mean, please take a moment to look them up. We're going to read to find out more about the smells of Thanksgiving. So I'd like you to start reading the book and pause at page 3. Who are the characters in the story. Continue reading and pause at page 5. How does the girl feel about the smell of rolls? How do you know? Continue reading. Pause after a couple of pages. When does the story take place? How do you know? Where does the story take place? How do you know? What are some things the characters smell on Thanksgiving? Illustrations are helpful because they provide us with more detailed information about the story. Illustrations can help us as readers better understand the story by helping us make inferences. Let's go back to page 4. Why don't you make an inference using the illustration? What information is the illustration giving us about who the characters are and where the story takes place? What information in the picture helped you answer this question? What information did you already know? As I read, I pause often to think about the characters and setting of this story. For example, I noticed the girl is in each picture with her mom and dad. She is telling the story using the word I on each page. This helps me understand that the girl is the main character, and her mom and dad are also characters in the story. I noticed the oven and a sink in the pictures. These items help me understand that the story takes place in the kitchen of the girl's home. This is part of the setting. But I also want to know when this story takes place, so I can look at the title, the pictures, and the words to find the answers. Noticing the details about the characters and the setting in the story helps me better remember and understand what I read. Alrighty, my friends, that ends our very first guided reading lesson. Now, what I would like you to do is, that was today. Tomorrow, I'd like you to go to Reading A to Z and listen to the story being read aloud. On Friday, I would like you to read the story to a person. So, a learning coach, a learning guide, a friend, a dog. And on Monday, I'd like you to read it all on your own. And on Tuesday, you're going to take a quiz. All right, friends, have fun.